What is up, party people? It is a pizza party at the gym tonight. Just picked up 4 extra large from Windy City, our personal favorite out here in Oswego, family owned. If you haven't been out here to the west side, you should come out and try it. It is the thin crust, cheesy, delicious goodness. I told one of my gals I would shoot a video. She asked me, she goes, you gotta shoot a video on how to fit pizza into your macros, right? Because we're in the middle of our 8-week challenge. We live in that challenge-based lifestyle, and so we're always striving and we're always challenging to grow and to be better. And when you are learning how to count your macros and learning how much your food budget is, and you're learning how much different food items count calorically and how much protein they have, it is a super educational process. And the cool thing is, once you have that awareness, you start to know and you can start to plan around things, right? One thing that I wanted to talk about is we're always going to live our life, right? I like to use 80 or 90% as a rule of thumb for eating for fuel. And that gives me 10 or 20% of the time to eat for pleasure. And I can put the calculations down in the comments. I forget how many meals it is. I've done it a bunch of times. But if you basically say, hey, I eat 4 meals a day for 7 days, and it's going to be 28 meals. And then I forget what it is. It's somewhere between like 25 to 23 meals, depending on if it's like 80 or 90%, right? So you get 3 to 5 meals that you could eat for pleasure and still be on track, right? You could still be within your calorie domain, your protein, and you can still have your ideal body composition. We eat pizza every week at the Coffin residence, but I still stay at single-digit body fat. How does it happen like that? Like, how? If I eat pizza all the time, I should have to miss out on that stuff if I'm eating healthy and being healthy. And that's not the case. That's why I love helping people with their nutrition and their fitness, because it's never as bad as you think it is, right? So the question is, how do I eat pizza and fit it into my numbers? How do I fit it into my lifestyle? And I'll give you a couple different scenarios and ways that you could plan ahead and ways that you could build up a threshold and then overcome a bad choice just with a general overall healthy lifestyle, right? So number one, if you know you're going to indulge on a high calorie expenditure, right, and you want to enjoy that and you're planning for it, there is some foresight and some planning that will allow you to stay on track with your numbers while still eating the food that you enjoy and fitting it in there. And you can do that simply by looking a couple days ahead. When you have your event, you can pre-check what you are going to eat, and you can put those calories into your tracker and see exactly how much damage you plan on doing. And once you put that in, you could adjust the calories for that specific day in order to minimize that damage, right? So say I'm gonna indulge in a 1,200 calorie pizza excursion, right? I'm gonna go in and my normal calories are 2,000. Maybe my normal dinner is 500 calories. I've got 700 extra calories for my 2,000. That puts me at 2,700 calories that I now have eaten. And it puts me over my budget for the day and for the week. But if I know that normally I eat 2,000, I can go, instead of having these 500 calorie meals for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and then 250 calorie snacks, I could eliminate a snack. I could change a lunch or a breakfast down to 350 instead of 500 or 300. Now I've bought back my 700 calories. That's one way to do it. And I could go even further and go on, I'm gonna eat back, maybe I'll skip a snack for 250 and I lighten my breakfast for another 150. So I save 400 calories, but I'm still 300 over. And if I'm a couple days out, I just could shave a simple 100 calories and 100 calories from my day. And I could easily do that by adjusting my meals, adjusting my portion size, and build that up and enjoy my pizza completely guilt-free and not even miss a beat. That's one scenario. I had my pizza and I stayed completely on track. Another scenario is you've eating normal throughout the week and you have this 1,200 calorie pizza explosion. I'm now 1,200 calories over. I'm not gonna make that time up, right? I'm not gonna make those calories up. What I can do is get back on track the next day. Sounds silly, it sounds crazy, but guess what? That 1,200 calories will cause you to gain a couple pounds. There's a lot of sodium in the pizza, right? We've got the meats in there, the cheeses. We've got a lot of extra calories and salt and fat that we wouldn't normally have. Our body will gain weight from that. That's okay. We might gain 2 to 3 pounds, maybe 4, I don't know. Depends on what you're used to eating. You may only gain 1 or 2, and by the next day, if you go back to your normal 2,000 calories and you exercise like you normally do, maybe you take an extra walk in that day that you ate the 1,200, maybe you take an extra walk the next day, maybe you shave your calories by a couple hundred, you would be surprised how quickly your body will bounce back. That's the beauty of it. You didn't have to deprive yourself. You didn't have to plan ahead. You didn't have to cut. You just eat a normal, healthy lifestyle 80 to 90% of the time. And then when you do slip up or when you do purposely indulge and you enjoy yourself, you just go back to normal living. You eat a healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy dinner, you lift weights, and you walk the next day. And then you do it again the next day, and then you do it again the next day. And even if the scale went up 2 or 3 pounds because of water weight, you didn't gain fat from that pizza, guys. You didn't gain fat. Now you're back eating the correct amount. You go back to your deficit, and you'll lose that 4 pounds, and then you'll lose another pound next week. It's really that simple. You have to play the long game. If you take away the things that you love, if you think dieting and being healthy means that you don't ever get to enjoy the things of life, the pleasures of food and community and friendship, you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat. You can have it all. You just have to have a game plan. That's my rant and my explanation on how to be healthy and still live your life. It got a little long, but hopefully you enjoy it and hopefully you take away something from it. I love you guys. I'm gonna go crush some pizza with my family, with my friends, with my tribe. That's what we do at Resurgence. That's what we're about. We're about helping people find their way back to fitness. And yes, you can fit that pizza in on your way back to fitness. I'll probably have a Coca-Cola Classic tonight too, because I love that with my pizza. All right, I love you guys. Have a great night. I'll talk to you soon.